Hello, family. Welcome back to the Ebony Odyssey. My name is Jermaine Long, and I am a servant of the Most High God. I really appreciate you for coming along, and as always, enjoy the journey. Today's message is the number one way to fail in Africa. And I say that only because of tremendous experiences here on the continent and looking and seeing, how people move, how people interact, and how things are done. I have determined the number one way to fail is to try to have other people do the work for you. You have to do your own work. I remember, a little while ago, I had, a back and forth with some people on a African page about, hey, the price of a ticket. Like, man, you got to do your own research. It ain't about somebody trying to give you a travel site or somebody trying to do anything, easy. It's about you being able to do your own research. And I think that's why we fail here on the continent of Africa so easily. We want things handed to us, right? It's just like, hey, if master's not giving it to us, we don't want it. The benefits we receive, if master ain't giving it to us, we don't want it. Sorry, I don't want to be on a rant, but I want to really hit home with this topic because I know, I see working with people, that look like us. We hope, they have our best interests at heart, and they don't, right? I see, other ethnicities come here, other nationalities come here, and they are able to succeed because guess what? They don't come in to work with somebody else to help them get across the goalposts. Therefore, they don't run into the hurdles that we run into. They go, they get the information, they get what's required, and they turn it in. What we do and how we fail here is we go, we find somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that has a cousin that, uncle is in this part of the government and they can help us out. And what happens is we have paid somebody to pay somebody to pay somebody else to give somebody else something to help me fill out the same thing I could have filled out by myself if I did a little bit of research. And I know that is the major issue that we have here on the continent. We run around in circles behind people who have not achieved enough. And I don't talk down on anybody, but I'm saying to be successful, to get where you need to get, you have to do your own work. It's no reason to go sit in a room to take a test and you're looking and waiting for somebody else to give you the answers, waiting for somebody else to finish something for you. You have to get up and you have to put in your own work to push the ball forward, to get things accomplished. I see that more and more every day as I'm here. I see other races and ethnicities go into the places that we don't go because guess what? We want to be under the radar. We want to be hidden. We don't want to be seen. And that's why we are taken advantage of. This is why we are lied to. And the thing is, we're just hoping and praying and wanting someone to take our hand on the journey that we've come so far to achieve something so magnificent. And what happens? Usually we end up choosing the wrong people, getting the wrong help, having people take advantage of us, and ended up losing more money than we should, overpaying for services, running through our savings and having to start all over again. And this is the one biggest problem being here, right? This right here takes you out of the game. And the thing is, it can all be avoided if you do your research. before you go, before you travel, before you come to Africa. Figure out what's required. Figure out what you need to do to come, to stay long term. Don't think you can get in and hide. If you don't know what to do, then you don't need to come. It's not America. It's not Europe. It's not Jamaica. It's not Bermuda. It's not the islands. It's not Dominica. It's not, all of these places that, we hail and come from as a, darker skin complected people. And just because there are more darker skin complected people here, it doesn't mean they will have your best interest at heart. To have a friend is far and few in between. I know I was reading Ecclesiasticus and some of these other books like Proverbs and things like that. Man, you can hear all the time about friends that are not friends. That they say one thing and they do another. That you need to be mindful of that. Don't succumb to that. Don't fall victim. Don't fall prey to that. And family, this is just what I'm trying to give you today because, I see my shortcomings. I see my failures. I see the hurdles that my friends have to jump over, the hoops they have to jump through. And it gets to you because guess what? It's hard to get up. When you've been knocked down, it's hard to get up when you have these setbacks. That's why I say it ain't for everybody. Africa ain't easy, but it's a lot of great things you can do in Africa. And if you want it, right out the box, if you want, everything to work, to function correctly, to be proper, to be like America, stay in America. Stay in America. Because guess what? It don't work like that. You got to put in the work. You got to do the research. You got to make sure you're turning in your homework. You have to do all of these things in order to be successful. There is no success without effort. If you're not willing to put in the effort and the work required, you're not going to get anything of value out of what you're doing. Therefore, you will fail over and over and over again. And man, I hope this hits home. I hope this is some truth for you people that are thinking about coming this way. It's also got to be true for people that's already here. This is my revelation from, continuing to read the Bible tonight, but thinking about things in the past, But anyway, family, I appreciate you for listening. And as always, enjoy the journey.